pulling its content from YouTube. The decision comes after the announcement of YouTube Red, which is YouTube's new subscription service. It offers ad-free videos for $10 a month. I'm Bart Necker.
Mom, I can't do my math homework. I just don't get it. I'm no good at math. I hate math.
I've always considered myself a good mother, but when it came to my son Billy's math, I was at a loss. It wasn't that he didn't try, but he kept falling further behind and losing confidence. Then a friend told me about Math Made Easy DVDs. You can order any subject from arithmetic to fractions, percents, algebra, even calculus. Concepts are simplified in an entertaining way, so students enjoy learning at their own pace in the convenience of home. It's as easy as watching TV. Best of all, it's affordable for everyone. Listen, end the frustration. Call Math Made Easy. Call now for a 30-day risk-free trial. 866-598-MATH. Now that school is in full swing, it's important for your child to keep up with the fast-moving classroom pace. With Math Made Easy, your child will always be one step ahead. Call now, 866-598-MATH. That's 866-598-6284. Or visit us at mathmadeeasy.com.
The WABC radio app gets you all the New York radio you can handle. New York's biggest voices, New York's legendary voices, owning New York's biggest topics. Up-to-the-minute tri-state traffic and weather reports you can rely on. Share the shows easily on the WABC radio app, the one place for the WABC shows you missed. Podcasts updated relentlessly. All the hosts, all the shows, one app. Get the WABC radio app right now. WABCRadio.com. 77 WABC.
The following program does not necessarily reflect the views of WABC Radio.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky, or a bird, or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show, and here's Frankie!
How you doing out there? How you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo! Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. Special shout out, Mets versus Royals, World Series, unbelievable. You know, I'm a Yankee fan. I'm not a hater. I'm a debater. And let me tell you, the Mets making the World Series, go figure. I don't know anything. I thought I knew baseball. I thought the Met fielding was going to be a problem. It wasn't. I thought the Met bullpen was going to be a problem. It wasn't. I thought, quite frankly, the Mets stole 8 bases in the postseason. Yo, they had the second fewest stolen bases in the entire National League. Unbelievable. And what's his name, Murphy? I think he hit 14 home runs the entire year in 162 games. The dude hit 6 in freaking 6 games. Unbelievable. 800-848-9222. Who do you think's going to win? The Mets or the Royals? Don't sleep on the American League. I'm telling you. Those Royals they pound you to death. I'm telling you. Social media, Twitter, Facebook, Frankie Russo 1, Twitter, Frankie Russo 443. Send me a shout out, a message, or what you're thinking live. I'll shout it out live. Live internet stream, Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. You got to check it out. You got to go to my YouTube channel, Frankie Russo Video. I got so many shows on there. I got over 20 pre-shows. Crazy. And the new Frankie Russo initiative. Join America's team and get a t-shirt with 77 WABC's Love Me Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with t-shirts. Discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Frankie Russo. Brooklyn Tea Party meeting November 1st, November 15th. Hunter Steakhouse, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, 94th Street and 4th Avenue. I'll be there around 12 o'clock. Next Sunday, it's going to be an informal meeting. I'm going to have a box of the hard copy copies of the Brooklyn Tea Party Constitution for everybody to read. I'm going to send the emails out with the electronic form of the Brooklyn Tea Party Constitution, and we'll take it from there. Then we'll do the 15th. I'm not going to ram it down nobody's throat, but the steering committee did work hard on the Constitution. I don't want to see if we can get it ratified by the 15th if the people want it. It's up to the people, okay? 800-848-9222. And I did a Frankie Russo prep show. I did over 20. I started off with this model with the 650 Fifth Avenue case, the Levy Foundation, Bank Melli of Iran, Assa Corporation, the Iranian government giving $105,000 to the Clinton Foundation, and then the $1.4 million to the Blind Sheets Mosque. You got to see what I got now. It's like unbelievable. Five months later, the case of Iran being the global terror network of the world is quite prolific. Their footprint is not a zero. It's not Operation Zero footprint. Their footprint is the Loch Ness Monster. It is huge. 800-848-9222. Before I kick to some calls, I'm going to read this letter sent by United States Senator John Barrasso from Wyoming to our legal president, Barack Obama. Dear Mr. Illegal President, I'm putting that in. He didn't write that. I'm saying it. I'm contacting you. This is Senator Barrasso talking to Obama to express my strong concerns regarding the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, NRC's recent decision to approve the sale of American uranium reserves to ARMS, AMRZ. AMRZ is owned by the Russian government and has sought to acquire a controlling stake in the Canadian-owned Uranium One. This transaction would give the Russian government control over a sizable portion of America's uranium production capacity. Equally alarming, this sale gives ARMS, ARMZ, a significant stake in uranium mines in Kazakhstan. I practiced that thing like 4 times, man. Oh, man. But anyway, as you know, Russia has a disturbing record of supporting nuclear programs in countries that are openly hostile to the United States. Russia has directly aided Iran's nuclear development and agreed on October 15, 2010 to help Venezuela's nuclear program. This record is at great odds with our own national security. America's national and energy security must be paramount in any future decisions by your administration. As was communicated to the NRC by my staff prior to the sale, I remain concerned with any attempt to grant an export license to arms, ARMZ, which would allow Russian government to ship U.S. uranium overseas. I would request immediate notification should arms ARMZ file for a license with the NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, to export U.S. uranium. Just for the record, Uranium One's chairman gave the Clinton Foundation, Bill Clinton, $2.3 million. Now, in order for this deal to go through, it had to go through the United States Foreign Investment Committee. And guess who sits on the United States Foreign Investment Committee? Hillary Clinton. Yo, if that's not the most egregious situation I've ever heard, and she sits there in Benghazi with these Benghazi hearings with a straight face, how she represented the Americans with this Benghazi thing. I'm telling you, crazy stuff. 800-848-9222. No one all this stuff. I don't know anybody, Republican or Democrat, quite frankly, could vote for Hillary Clinton. I just can't figure it out. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. We're going to kick to some calls now. Let's go to Joey at Toms River. What's poppin', Joey?
Hello, Frankie.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. I'm sure you watched the hearings.
I did.
You know, I was amazed that we have congressmen that couldn't ask a more potent question to Hillary Clinton. They let her off the hook yesterday. They really and truly did.
I agree with you.
How you feel about it? But
absolutely, my brother. And quite frankly, and you know, I talk about this I've talked about this numerous times. It's got nothing to do with all this, you know. Unfortunately, you know, we lost 4 Americans, and it's a really, you know, it was really a bad situation, you know. But the truth be told, they had 2 videos. They were going to blame it on a video. It wasn't the video. They're going to blame it on Al Qaeda. Oh yeah, it's an Al Qaeda affiliate. Ansar al-Sharia. Ansar al-Sharia, according to the United States Treasury Department determinations, they are Al Qaeda. Ansar al-Sharia, according to the United States Treasury Department, according to the State Department. But it's deeper than this now.
Aren't you, if you were on that panel, wouldn't you, if you asked that question?
Absolutely.
Would you have to ask the question, why were you protecting Obama? Why were you protecting him for the election that was coming up in 60 days or whatever it was?
Joe, that's a great question, my brother. And then quite frankly, when you take it deeper, there's an Egyptian radical Islamist named Mohammed Jamil. Mohammed Jamil is part of this Ansar al-Sharia, and Mohammed Jamil goes all the way to this gentleman named Mushi Fadali. Mushi Fadali is head of the Iranian Al Qaeda network in Iran. So this whole thing, without even using Kenneth Tillerman's data on the dark forces, the truth about Benghazi, which he has inside information. He went out there, out to the Middle East, and he came back with the Quds Force General Soleimani behind these terrorist attacks. Could you imagine in September 2012 that it came out that General Soleimani, the Iranians, are behind the killings of 4 Americans? I think with all the fraud going on with the illegal immigrants, Obama would have a problem getting elected.
You think that was the case?
Oh, absolutely. It's statistically significant based on the model I've been doing for 5 months. I mean, this is Iran, bro. They're covering up for Iran. Yeah. And you know something? Remember that letter I read, the letter about the violation, about the State Department not following the Iranian, North Korea, Syrian Non-Proliferation Act, where they weren't reporting.
I remember it very clearly.
It goes back to, they have it going back to 2011, not reporting to the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
What was interesting, how that one congresswoman brought up the fact that before 2012 they had like almost 700 and some odd pages worth of documentation. As soon as the election was over, they had 65 pages left after the election.
Unbelievable. That was a great, absolutely, that was a great point. That lady was the lady from Indiana, right?
Yeah, she was awesome.
She was awesome.
She was probably the clearest one of them all.
Absolutely, my brother.
I don't know. It's just, it's sickening. To be honest with you, this is really sickening.
Right, and then when you think about Uranium One, the Clinton Foundation, and she approves it. She approved it. The State Department was on the U.S. Foreign Investment Committee. How could people vote for this?
It's going to be amazing if she's nominated and they vote her in to be the president. Then you got to see how crazy the people in this country are. Really,
it's really crazy.
Yeah,
my brother.
But you got to put it on the people.
Absolutely, my brother. You're right. This is it. We know now. We're talking about this. It's out there. Now we got to make it happen. Joey, thank you for the call.
You're welcome. Have a good weekend.
God bless you. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt. Ow! Join America's team with 77 WABC's Frankie Russo. I'm going to kick the Scott in PA. What's poppin', Scotty?
Hi, Frankie.
How you doing, my brother?
Not bad. How are you? I went night out, man. I wish you were on for more than an hour.
So do I, my brother. I try hard. I got a pre-show. I was on for like half hour. I was streamed it live here from the studio.
Okay.
So how you doing? What part of PA?
State College.
Nice. University of Pennsylvania. Penn State?
I listen to you on iHeartRadio.
Awesome. Is this Penn State?
Yeah, Penn State. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I listen to Red Eye and during the week, and I listen to you on Friday.
You're the bomb, Scotty. Let me ask you, what do you think about the Hillary thing?
The Hillary thing? I think Hillary was dishonest, but the mainstream media is not portraying it that way. They think she's gated, which probably the way the media wanted to.
Right, it's amazing. I agree with you 100%. It's unfortunate that they're not actually. I mean, it's amazing to me how, like, with a straight face, she sits there answering these questions and trying to be like she was in control. And obviously, this is a major cover-up.
Hey, Frankie, I have a disability, man, and I do not work because of my disability, so I listen to talk radio most of the whole day. So, and you and Red Eye keep me up at night. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate you, Scotty.
The work that you guys do.
I thank you. I thank you for listening. God bless you, man.
And go Penn State.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, God bless. God bless that good kid. 800-848-9220. That was a nice call, you know? This is the Frankie Russo Show. We're going to kick to Chris in Brooklyn. You there, Chris?
Hello, Frankie. How you doing, Frankie?
Good, my brother. How are you?
Yeah, I got a quick question for you.
Go ahead, man.
For Halloween.
Yeah.
I want to know, should I get a Bernie Sanders mask or a Hillary Clinton mask?
Oh, my God.
Hillary, right?
I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. That's a great question. What are you thinking about doing?
I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe Hillary, but
yeah, Hillary. That would be kind of off the hook, you know.
Yeah.
That would go into different things, you know. The whole thing, you know, not to be, you know, who knows what the deal is, where she go, with direction, the whole situation, you know.
So listen, Frankie,
Yo.
can I give some shout-outs to some buddies?
Come on, man. That's what this is all about, son.
So let me give a shout-out to Larry, Mike, Joe, and Kevin in Brooklyn, New York.
Are they Met fans?
Some of them.
Oh,
some
man.
of them are Yankee fans.
That's good. Okay, good. So we got some Yankee fans in there, too. That's good.
yeah, a good mix.
Absolutely. What part of Brooklyn, bruh?
Bensonhurst.
Nice. Where'd you go to high school?
The Utrecht.
Nice. Did you attend any universities in the area?
Kingsborough.
Oh, very cool. Nice ladies over there. Very good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No sleep till. Here we go.
Yeah.
For you, Chris.
Thank you, Frankie.
God bless you, man. 800-848-9222. Yeah. Hey, I tell you.
Yankees win. Yankees.
Yankees win. Hey, these white boys, I tell you, you got to dig these white boys. Hey, I love Biggie Smalls. I'm not going to front on it, but I love the white boys too. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt. Let me see. I got some Twitter tweets from the master from Chicago, R.J. Romano. He says the Frankie Russo Show. You got to watch the Frankie Russo Show with the link below. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And we got George Rock. Yup, more Obama at President of the United States. Corruption, disgraceful, he says. That's Frankie Russo 1 on Twitter. And let me see what I'm doing on Facebook. Let me see if anybody's sending me. Oh, Marianne. This chick, Marianne. Don't forget about the murdered officer. Absolutely. Crazy stuff. Unbelievable. And Joey C says, great intro, my brother, for a moment. Oh, my God. Here's a question. He goes, he's got one question. Toronto Blue Jays, American League. How did that happen? Did you know the history? I can't find it anywhere. My brother, the Toronto Blue Jays, yo, they're awesome. The Kansas City Royals are awesome, too. All the Met fans are telling me that they're going to walk through the American League. I don't know, man. You got to check this out over here. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. For the Met fans out there, you see how Frankie Russo does? You see how I do? I'm a Yankee fan. I give him prop. You know, even though they traded Tom Seaver, you know, they got rid of Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Lenny Dykstra. Want to go through the whole thing? Hey, it's a Frankie Russo Show. 800-848-9222. I'm going to go to Johnny in the Bronx. What's poppin', Johnny?
Okay, Susan. 3-1 count on Frankie Russo and the pitch. All right, Frankie, babe. Listen, Frank. When was the last time a team lost 2 World Series in a row? Because Kansas City lost last year, right?
They did.
That's right.
That's a great question.
Yeah, you know, they're not going to bring that up. And Toronto came into the league in 1977. That's the year the Mets traded Tom Seaver. A lot of Met fans became Yankee fans because of that.
How do you trade Tom Seaver, one of the greatest pitchers in the history of baseball?
Well, it came down to money.
Absolutely.
And Joan Payson passed away a couple years
earlier.
So
you're a Met fan, Johnny?
No, I'm not a Met. But listen, I don't mind the Mets winning. I'm a Yankee fan, but I probably.
So who do you like in the World Series, man?
No, I'm not a big predictor here, but I tell you what, the Mets. I'm looking at the Mets pitching staff. They throw 3 aces at you, you know, and then they got Matz, that other kid who could be a 4th starter who could come out of the bullpen. The team is deep. It should be a good World Series. That's all you root for. And we know baseball. Anybody could be the hero, right?
Oh, the best team doesn't always win. Absolutely.
Right. And I've always explained this to people because, you know, in baseball it's a different game, you know. It's the unlikeliest hero because whoever's up at that time is up.
Absolutely, my brother. But what's really interesting is nobody's talking about that. You know, the Kansas City Royals are pitching to the Toronto Blue Jays, arguably one of the greatest hitting teams in baseball, right?
Yeah, a lot of power on that Toronto team in the center.
And the Toronto is pitching to the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah,
they mash. They are bad. They will mash you to death. They will pound you into the ground, that team.
And I'll tell you what, man, after that Cup Series, I think they should rename that Billy Goat. That Billy Goat's name is Murphy, man. That kid Murphy, I mean, he's on what's called a hot streak. There's no other way to explain it.
That's 100%.
You know, if you play baseball, you know damn well you used to go, the ball, you're up at bat, and you're in that kind of hot streak. It looks like, they say grapefruit. It looks like a beach ball to him. That's what it looks like.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of hitting he's doing.
And he's going crazy right now because he ain't playing.
Well, you know what? That's the whole thing. Duda started hitting the last game, and Murphy's been hitting through the whole thing. you really don't want to have a big layoff when guys are that hot. When
Right.
the kid is that hot. I mean, I know they were saying his legs, he had some problem with his legs during the season, but believe me, he could grind it out. He's a tough guy.
Oh, absolutely. I just, he does have hands of stone. Flores has hands of stone, but it never came up. The Mets were flashing some serious letter during the World Series. I don't know what happened. My prediction. I didn't think the Mets were going to make it to the National League, but they did. Well, I give them all the prop.
Yeah, look, someone's going to win. There's a little bit of that magic out in Flushing.
Oh my God.
The Cubbies hit the ball hard quite a few times right at somebody too. That's the kind of game it is.
Absolutely.
You get hit on the handle, a bloop single. Meanwhile, a guy hits a line drive right at somebody. You're out. And the box score. Next day, the single looks like a line drive. Meanwhile, it's a bloop. That's the way the game is played. Mets fans I know are on edge because they've been waiting so long for this. But they're throwing an ace every day at you. So the pitching looks good. I mean, I'm hoping the Mets will win the game.
Well, I'm a Yankee fan, so I'm not going to root for the Mets, but I'm respectful. I give them all the prop. They had a better team than us this year. So the truth be told, let's see what happens. I think the American League is going to give them all they can handle. Johnny, thank you for the call, my brother.
You want to talk politics?
I would love to, but I got to move. I got some other people I want to get on the air. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Love Me Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with T-shirts. Discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Frankie Russo. 800-848-9222. Yo, man, I'm going to go to Rick from Yonkers. What's poppin', Rick?
Hello, Frank.
Yeah.
The Mets went all the way. Now they're going to kill whoever is going to win this.
They're going to kill the Royals?
They're going to kill both of them. It doesn't matter.
Royals are in.
I don't know who won.
Royals did. You think they're going to kill the Royals?
Oh, yeah. They're going to destroy them.
Honestly, my brother, in all due respect, you think they're going to destroy the Royals?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Yes.
Well, let me hear the logic.
The logic is the American League is not that good, in my opinion.
Really?
National League got the pitching. Period.
Period. It's funny you said that because in the beginning of the season, I thought the same thing. And I'm an American League guy. You know?
Well,
My brother, you look at the teams now, look at the Kansas City Royals. They're pitching to the Toronto Blue Jays, arguably one of the best hitting teams in baseball, right?
Yeah,
they got better defense.
Yeah, right.
They got the Kansas City could defend with nobody.
So
they got great
Nationals. I mean, come on, Nationals were a great team.
Yeah, but they didn't reach their potential this year. They didn't reach their potential this year.
They didn't because the Mets shut them down.
Okay, the Mets had the season, but the truth be told, now the Kansas City Royals are a much more balanced team than the Mets. You know that, right?
No, I don't think
they got a better bullpen than the Mets. The Mets may have better starting pitching.
I heard that. They do got a better bullpen. I agree with that.
And their defense is better than the Mets.
No, I don't think. I don't agree with that.
Escobar, short? Are you crazy?
You got Cespedes out in center field. You got
Cespedes can't field. He got a great arm, but he's not a good outfielder.
How about
You got Murphy at second. He's a good hitter. He can't field. He's got hands of stone.
The man's gonna hit like 5-10 home runs.
You don't think Murphy's getting 10 homers? Wow. My brother, in all due respect, hey, I think the Royals are gonna really push this. But hey, crazier things have happened. The Mets, after 69, anything could happen.
I really believe the Mets are gonna take it.
They could. I mean, they could. Have, the hot team is the team that usually wins. The Mets seem to be the hottest team in baseball. With all, they've answered everything that I thought they weren't gonna be able to answer. They answered it.
They did.
I think their bullpen was going to be a problem.
I thought Chicago was going to give them a hard time.
Yeah, Chicago was horrible. They couldn't field for nothing.
They couldn't do nothing.
Did you see the left fielder? The fielding is terrible, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my God! I thought it was like a minor league baseball.
Beat up by 7 times over the season.
Right.
So but let's talk politics.
Okay, quick. I got to move, Rick.
All right, Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
She is such a phony woman. I mean. Like Mike Sabbath said, look at her cheeks. She got Botox. She got Botox.
Hey, listen. Quite frankly, whatever she is, whatever way she orientates herself. Quite frankly, it's the fact that
Mike.
It's
Frank,
egregious.
Can I tell you one thing?
What's that?
When I told you I was a regular person
Yes, you are.
on the phone, I told you I was a regular person. I'm just a regular person living in a house.
Right.
Yeah. The day after that, Hillary Clinton came out and said she was a regular person.
Hey, she must have been listening to you.
That's what I'm thinking, Frank, I swear. And you may think I'm paranoid, but I think she listened to me. I'm a regular person, just like everybody else.
Absolutely, Rick. How you
Frank,
feeling? You
think I'm
feeling
nuts?
good? Before we move, you want a brewski before we move?
I wish you could give me one. I ain't got no more. Frank, don't hang up on me.
I can't. I got a minute. I want to move.
She also said she was a regular person.
Oh, please.
She's not a regular person.
Yeah, she said. No, she also said that they were poor, like they didn't have no money. You know, come on.
Just like me. You know, I mean, it made me mad when she said that.
Come on, they're worth they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. They're robbing
That's
the country blind.
She said she was a regular person.
Did you heard of Uranium One?
What?
You heard of Uranium One, the subsidiary in Wyoming?
No, I never heard of that.
Well, I talked about it in the beginning of the show, and
I must not listen.
I mean, you know, they gave the Clinton Foundation
$2.3
$2.3 million to get Bill Clinton that, and she sat on the United States Foreign Investment Committee, and she signed off on it.
I don't know what that. I don't even.
So in other words, in order for this deal to go through, that the Russians are gonna get a 20% stake in this uranium that produces uranium. It had to go through the entire United States, this United States Foreign Investment Committee, and Hillary Clinton sat on that committee, while Bill Clinton got $2.3 million.
Bill Clinton's a dirtbag.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know how people just go along with this whole thing. But, you know,
I don't know why you put Bill Clinton on your TV.
I still think we got a good feel.
Hey, my brother, I'm moving.
Okay, I'm sorry, Frank.
No, never.
I got cut off before.
I only got 25 minutes left on the show. That's why I want to get everybody on the air.
Okay, Frank.
Rick, okay, go ahead, Rick. What else you got, brother?
I got a lot of things for you.
Go ahead, let me hear.
I don't want.
Okay, we're gonna give you one more drink.
The whole country's nuts.
We're gonna give you another drink.
Okay.
Okay.
The country's completely mad.
How's that?
The country's.
You see what Frankie
mad,
Russo
Frank.
does? I give you a drink.
Okay, now I'm answering.
I'm sending you the love. See? Come on, bro.
I'm saying the country's completely mad.
Well, that we know. You know, unfortunately, it's unfortunate, but we have a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Don't you realize people walk through the street, they're talking on their cell phones, and you think they're talking to themselves. I'm serious.
You know, it's funny you said
Frank,
that.
I'm serious.
I was driving down the street the other day, and this hot chick was crossing the street. She was actually not picking her head up. She was texting and crossing the street. I said to her, I pulled over, I said, excuse me, is Derek Jeter texting you right now? She was like...
What I'm trying to say is when I was a kid, if you talked to yourself, you were nuts.
Yeah, I guess we're all nuts. I talk to myself, too.
You see it all... No, but
hey, Rick, thank you for the call, man.
You see it all the time.
I'm telling you, my brother. Thank you for the call.
Okay.
800-848-9222. I just lost my thing off the thing. Yo, this is the Frankie Russo Show. 800-848-9222. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. We're going to kick to Paulie in Ozone Park. What's poppin', Paulie?
Mr. Russo, how you doing? You got an enjoyable show out here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Well, listen, I got one thing to think. I'm not sure, but after this hearing with Clinton, the liar, did Donald Trump tweet anything out about him? Her?
Donald Trump?
Yeah, did he tweet anything about Hillary?
Hold on, I'm in the middle of doing an exchange. Hold on 1 second.
You got it.
My freaking mic just came off the thing. I don't know what happened over here. Let it hang? Okay. I'm sorry, my gangster, my mic on my thing came off the rod over here.
Oh, easy.
ABC. What's going on, man?
So I didn't hear anything from Donald about Hillary. Did he tweet anything about Hillary, that she's a liar?
Oh, absolutely. He says it every other tweet, quite frankly.
Good, because it kind of scares me. He gets her to the wedding, and he beats on Bush a little bit earlier in the week. And that kind of ticked me off because the bottom line is, in '93, I was on the West Side traveling when the first bomb hit on the World Trade Center, and that bunch of brute, Bill Clinton, ended up going to some fundraiser a few days later in New Jersey. Never showed up in New York.
And let me give you another kicker on that. He took $105,000 from the Alevi Foundation, which is court papers and the judge's decisions. Iran and this Alevi Foundation, which owns 650 Fifth Avenue building in Manhattan, gave over $1.4 million to the Blind Sheikh's Mosque. The Blind Sheikh. And guess who was responsible for the 1993 World Trade Center bombing?
I know it was one of the Egyptian guys.
Yeah, Blind Sheikh. He's from Egypt. Isn't that amazing?
And then on top of that, Frankie, in 1997, 3 years before Bush came into office, Clinton had the chance to go get Bin Laden.
Right.
And he was on WABC saying they want to attack America. That right there was a threat. And
absolutely.
You know what? Bill Clinton said it was a police action. That guy's a facha bruta. You know what I mean? He needs a kudo. He needs a Lucio Salami behind his head. 2-3 smacks. That's it, baby. That's it. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for the call.
You got it.
800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt. With 77, love me hate. With 77 WABC's Love Me Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with T-shirts, discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Love Me Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, and I'm gonna kick to Donna in Long Island. What's poppin', Donna?
Hi, Frankie. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
All right. Very good. Very good. I wanted to tell you that I watch your YouTube videos every week. And I noticed that you always wear the jockey suits.
Yeah,
jogging suits.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's nice. So I dug up one of my books and I wrote a poem about going to a gym.
Okay, I like to go to gym a lot. That's where I alleviate a lot of a lot of the stress factors. You know.
Yeah, me too. I started going myself. I swim a lot.
Oh, very nice. It's a great exercise. It's not non-impact.
Yeah.
So let me hear, because I want to move. I'm on the 20, so I want to get as many people as I can on the air.
Okay.
You know, my mic fell off the thing. It's unbelievable tonight.
The poem is only 5 sentences.
Okay, go ahead.
It goes, do I want to go to the gym? Do I want to get fit and feel trim? Even though the weather is grim, it will probably put a smile above my chin. To see all those bodies nice and thin? Yeah, I think I'll go to the gym.
That's a great idea. Hey, very nice. Absolutely.
It's in my book called The Coffee Clutch Book. Just find
and
it
where could they
around.
find if they want to buy your book, you give them a little taste of your book. If they want to buy this book, where could they get the information from?
They just have to go to Amazon.com, Donna Dorothy Barker, The Coffee Clutch Book.
Nice. Donna, thank you. Thank you for the call.
All right, take care.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. I'm under 20. This is the Frankie Russo Show, and I'm going to kick to Chris in New Jersey. What's poppin', Chris?
Hey, Frankie, how you doing?
What's up, my brother?
I saw in the paper, right, they had an article that was saying Hillary has 6 months to live. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
They say she has blood clots, alcohol abuse, and she says this. See, I've been saying all along that she is a fish face. When you look at her, and I'm not the only one.
So what do you mean by, you say that a lot, and I'd rather honestly, I'd rather deal with her policies and the things that she's done and start talking about, her and her physical appearance or whatever.
But in the paper, they were talking about that her eyes are bugging out, that she's got this hyperthyroidism, and that's what that does.
That's what that is.
Your eyes bug out.
Okay.
Well, she did. But like you were saying, right?
This is great.
To relieve stress, and I've heard that she swims a lot, but I guess that's what fish do.
She swims a lot? Like, do you believe that?
Oh, she's a fish.
So I guess you're right.
Yeah, and
she's a fish.
and it's like, I always told you. I mean, I don't dislike her. There's only 2 things I don't like about her.
And what's
everything she says and everything she does.
Very good. Same thing with me.
Did you check out those hearings those hearings, did you see how they had the black women behind her, all staged? Sheila Jackson Lee all of a sudden popped up behind her. This whole thing is staged.
My brother, it's unfortunate, unfortunately that in order, a lot of these, the Democrats or whatever, they invoke race and different things to further subterfuge, to further block the issues, the prevailing issues of the day, which is the policies of the Obama, Clinton the Hillary Clinton, the Clinton Foundation, and nobody wants to deal with these prevailing problems that we have.
And that Elijah Cummings, he's over there yelling and screaming. Did you know he plays the fiddle?
I didn't know that. While Rome is burning?
When they went and during a break, during that during the whole inquiries that were going on with her, they were talking to Trey Gowdy. Did you hear the?
That was an amazing exchange. I think Trey Gowdy's great. Unfortunately, he's got a tough situation.
They had a break and they were talking to him.
It's amazing.
You hear that? I got the soundbite for you.
Let me hear it.
Cause I don't see nothing wrong with fishing on Sunday at all. I'm going fish. Boy, I'm going fishing. Hook, sinker, and line. Fish.
Hey, my brother Chris.
I didn't know Elijah Cummings could play fiddle.
Absolutely, my brother. It's unfortunate. They conjure up these images to get people off the issues. It wasn't a video. It wasn't Al Qaeda. It's Iran. And they count on the fact that the time value, like the time value of money, the time value of information. Iran and 9/11 case, that it came out that Iran materially supported the Afghan Taliban and their attacks on 9/11, the unfortunate attacks on the World Trade Center, before, during, and after the Afghan Taliban attacks on the World Trade Center. It took them 10 years to get that information. So unfortunately, the politicians are counting on this, and that's what the Republicans are trying to do, is trying to get out the rest of this information, and people are not getting the real issues over here. The issue is that they're covering up for Iran.
Yeah.
And, it's unfortunate. Chris, thank you for the call, man.
And if we're all stoned, it'll all be good.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, quite frankly, in all due respect, for people to actually vote for Hillary Clinton, forget Democrat and Republican, I just don't get it.
Scary.
It's scary. It really is.
Scary.
It really is.
And to listen to her this past week, the lie. I don't know nothing. They know something. I don't know nothing. They know something. I didn't realize that. I mean, okay, let's just say it's the truth. That means you're incompetent and you have no business running for president.
Absolutely, my brother.
But I had to give you the entertainment value.
Absolutely, Chris. Thank you for the call, my brother.
Bye.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt with 77 WABC's Let Me Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with T-shirts, discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Frankie Russo. And I'm going to kick to Jordan in West County. What's poppin', Jordan?
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you get when you cross vanilla ice with Curtis Lee? Well, I respectfully suggest to this audience, Frankie Russo.
What's up, my brother? Long time no talk. How you been, son?
Great. Listen, Frank, what happens? You're sitting in a bar and a woman sitting next to you, and she starts laughing like Hillary Clinton. I mean,
that's a good question. I don't know. I guess I lose it too,
she better be the finest thing on the planet.
Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely.
Thank you. I mean, all you have to do is have the head spin around like in The Exorcist. But
so let me ask you, what do you think? I know you're a big Met fan.
No, a big Yankee fan.
So what do you think, man? What do you think about all this?
Well, you look at it's a good World Series, man. The Mets got good pitching. Like you brought up before, is an excellent point with Murphy and Flores at second and short. They might be the two worst middle infielders ever in the World Series.
Right? I don't know how they made it.
Just get lucky no one hits the ball to them.
and then you got the what do you call it? The bullpen.
Right. I'm pretty convinced that one of these games during the World Series, Murphy's going to be in a press conference. He's going to peel a mask off his face, and Babe Ruth's going to be under there. I mean, the hitting is unbelievable, but he's in a hot streak. That's what's all.
It's unbelievable. 14 homers in 162 games. He plays 6 postseason games. He hit 6 homers. Unbelievable, bro.
Well,
what a performance.
Right, but when you get hot, that's the way the game is. You know, you can go into a cold streak and really you can't hit the ball. But he's hitting the ball. You don't want to really have any breaks when you're in a hot streak like that. Met pitchers are, they got great starting pitching. Sit back, enjoy the World Series. You know, you can root for the New York team to win, the Mets to win, even if you're Yankee fan.
I can't root for the Mets. I'm sorry, but they have a world of respect for them. They have a better team than us this year, and I give them all the prop. But I can't root for the Mets. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Then you don't have to. You have to tell anybody what to do when it comes to rooting.
Absolutely. You do your thing.
Well, of course. Well, you never know. You might get caught up in the game, Frankie. You might start cheering. You never know. The popcorn will go flying, and Murphy hits a 500-foot home run.
Yeah, but the Royals got some team, bro.
Royals have a good team. Look, you make the World Series 2 years in a row. You have a damn good team.
They mash, bro. They pound you to death. Yeah, they pound you into submission.
And they got some pretty darn good relief pitches.
That's right, and they field, too. They can field.
Exactly.
And their team speed. They got speed.
Right, but let's face it. Baseball, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Wild pitch, you drop the ball. The Murphy's still in third base. He hasn't stolen a base since second grade. But the bottom line of politics is you got to remember this, Frank. I know you get all hopped up. You're good. You're very entertaining. You should be on all night. The thing is, you can't tamper with the agenda and the issues. Then they'll go after you. You can call names. They can have these phony stages. These are show trial that you have watching Thursday. I didn't even comment on it because I know it's all baloney. It's BS. Their agenda is to flood the third world, especially Europe and America, with third worlders. That's why they destabilized the Middle East. They knew the refugees would be coming in. Anyone who's an open border person, open border freak, they're loving it that Europe is being overrun and America is being overrun. That's why I supported Pat Buchanan. We said it 15, 20 years ago. We told the people, you vote this guy in, because you only have 2 choices for president. You can vote Buchanan or kiss the country goodbye. You kiss the country goodbye, man.
My brother, unfortunately, I'm not giving up, but you raised some interesting points that I think are very valid. And we got this illegal immigration issue, and we don't even know if these elections are fraudulent, if they're fair. We don't know what's going on. But thank you for the call, man. You're 100% right. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. I'm under 10. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with T-shirts, discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. State Department officials describe Iran, North Korea, Syria Non-Proliferation Act sanctions as an important and flexible non-proliferation tool. According to Chairman Ed Royce from California and Chairwoman Emeritus of the House Committee of Foreign Affairs, instead of issuing reports to Congress every 6 weeks as required by law, the department attempts to report on an annual basis. However, the department has continually missed even the self-imposed deadline, which itself is at odds with the law. The department's most recent report covering violations that first came to light in 2011. Who was the Secretary of State in 2011? Hillary Clinton. Was not issued until December 2014, a delay of nearly 3 years. Delayed implementation has real consequences, amounting to de facto sanctions relief. As a result of the department's successive delays, only 82 individuals were sanctioned from 2006 to May 2015, while sanctions were imposed on average 28 months after the end of the relevant reporting period. Failure to vigorously impose sanctions against those aiding in the non-proliferation efforts of Iran, North Korea, and Syria undermines United States efforts to end these rogue regimes' dangerous weapons of mass destruction and missile program. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And people yet still consider voting for Hillary Clinton. I just can't figure it out. Petey and Great Neck, what's poppin', Petey?
Frankie, good, thank you. How are you?
Good, my brother. What's going on, my brother? I'm under 10.
You're just talking about like people are zombies, you know. they want to vote for Hillary Clinton. They don't even know what's going on.
Absolutely, my brother.
We have been taken over from an inside gang. They took over our country, our media. Our media has been brainwashing everybody. They're controlled by the 6 biggest companies. I don't care what anyone says. Now, these high and powerful men, I don't know who they are, but they control it. There's a great YouTube video, this guy Mark Dice. He interviews people. They can't even tell you. He'll do a survey. He'll say, JFK just died today. Really? They said, yeah. He says, yeah, it's a tragedy. He got hit by a car where he just had the funeral. They don't even know what's going on.
Are you serious?
How many stars are on the flag? Right? They don't even know. I mean, in the United States, all different things. He even offers them a solid gold coin, bullion.
Okay.
For $10, and they won't take it. They think it's a hoax. He says, look, the gold store is right there. You can go get it valued. And, he won't tell them how much it's worth until after. He said, well, you blew it. It's worth $1,600 an ounce.
That's crazy, bro.
Really?
Wow.
No one knows what's going on, Frankie. And I'll tell you one more thing. You look at the media, right?
Right.
Halftime, football, Madonna. She's dressed as the devil. The Baphomet, the head of the sheep with the horns. What's that about? How come we don't question that?
Unbelievable.
The whole media and entertainment is sick, Frankie. We need to pray. That's all I can say.
I agree with you, my brother. I'm with you on that, bro. God bless you.
I said enough. I sound like a maniac.
No, hey, listen, I'm a maniac too, so we're all maniacs.
It's too depressing. The only thing I got left is baseball, maybe. That's the only thing I got left.
Oh, you're a Met fan?
I'm kind of a Mets fan. I hear you're not a Mets fan, but what can I say?
Hey, listen, you're entitled to. We can still talk. I can talk baseball. I'm not a Met fan, but I can.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, Petey.
Thank you, Frank.
800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I'm going to go to Ralph in New Jersey. Then I'm going to kick to Felix in Pennsylvania. I'm on the 5.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Now, you have a police shooting that happened there this week, as a matter of fact, in New York, right there in the city of New York, and Obama did not say anything about this. Once again, let me just say this: we are getting sick and tired of this already. Okay,
So what are we going to do about it? What part of Jersey are you calling me from?
Southern.
So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about this issue with Obama, Hillary Clinton? I mean, it's really like...
Obama and Hillary Clinton are not saying anything about the war on police. They are the one waging the war on police, and Obama, the fact that Obama did not say anything about this, it gives the green light to Black Lives Matter to agitate in the street.
Absolutely, my brother.
And you know it. So, silent majority, come out now and support our police. Thank you.
Thank you for the call, my brother. Hey, listen, I'm for all lives matter. I'm not down with this Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. It's for all Americans, white Americans, black Americans, Asian Americans, Latin Americans. It's this thing where there was a police officer that unfortunately got killed in Brooklyn, and he happened to be African American Caribbean, and nobody really, there's no protest, nothing like that, and I heard the Black Lives Matter really didn't make a big deal about it or whatever, and quite frankly, it's unfortunate that we have to, the media and everybody else is divided along racial lines, and that's a problem, 800-848-9222. It's about the human race. Remember that. I'm going to kick to Felix in Pennsylvania, and I'm going to close out with him.
Hey, good morning, Frankie.
What's up, my brother? How are you?
Hey, oh my gosh, man. Everything is wrong, isn't it? This whole damn Hillary thing the last couple days. This was designed to make her look good in the media.
Right? Unbelievable.
Yeah, our propaganda machine, they're only going to show what it makes it look like she won.
Unbelievable.
Now, and then, of course, this Ryan fellow that they want to put in a speaker in the house.
Oh, my God. That's another.
Oh, he can work with everyone. Harry Reid likes him. Pelosi likes him. So that has to mean that we don't like him.
Unbelievable.
It never ends, does it?
So what do you think? Ryan's going to get in. Who do you think? You think Trump? You think TT's got a shot over here? Can we get pumped to Trump before we go?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we got to pump the Trump.
So what do you think? You think DT's got a shot?
Yeah, I think so. He's got to have the shot, man, Frankie. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. Because who else is really standing up to anything? You know. And now think about this Benghazi thing. Aside from the atrocity of 4 Americans having been murdered,
right?
And they didn't get rescued in order to make it look like Obama's Middle East policies were working. It's peaceful over there. We violated the constitutional rights of an American citizen to blame it on him for making a video that made a mockery of Islam.
That's right, and he was actually put in jail.
Yes, he was.
And I got this guy Abu Katala. He's not even a mid-level guy. They arrested him on Benghazi. It's a joke.
It is. It's so disheartening. I mean, in order to win this country back, somehow we have to get control again of the media, our educational system. It's all become one big propaganda machine, to propagate the leftist and possibly globalist agenda.
Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. You got the horn? Could you give me a quick horn before we get out of here?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Brother.
Hey, Frankie Russo Show be pumping up the Trump 8 days a week. Woo! No sleep till DC.
That's it. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I'm out of here. You can't keep up with this. You can't, no way. I'll see you in the future.
Broadcasting from the Nouveau Fat Loss Studios. WPLJ HD3, New York. The legendary 77 WABC. New York. A Cumulus station. News now.
Strongest hurricane ever. All set for the World Series. I'm Bart Neckert. Hurricane Patricia, the strongest hurricane ever.